gram. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, yo. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty, did you portray the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I won't blow it up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings like you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. The man is starting this bullshit already.
They were just trying to make second down, second and short.
That's crazy.
Off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down. Freeman. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Seahawks at 1-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Freeman. Blitz coming and down.
No fucking blocking, man.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets
I should have known he was going to do that.
loss of 8 yards. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of it.
And he'll take this one.
They don't jump. They just put their hands up.
Touchdown.
Jesus Christ.
A great play there. His third touchdown now.
That's triangle. It's triangle. It's supposed to jump. Now put your hands up.
On the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Throwing again, Freeman. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Freeman.
Nice pass. Oh my God.
They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Wow.
Looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they come into this one off a loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to
why are you running
game, this is the
over pursuing all the time?
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Come, man, game is bullshit, man. What the fuck? Why did you put the fucking hands up, man? It's ridiculous. Jump, what the fuck, Wooden?
Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it lines up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
What's up? I'm just getting frustrated, man. These guys don't want to jump for the ball. They just put their hands up.
Here to begin their next drive, the
Fucking hate
Seahawks
that.
offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Ooh.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Freeman.
Oh, my.
Fires one that's intercepted.
That was a bad
And
throw.
the Texans
Jeez.
are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off play action. Freeman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Nice catch.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. Was not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jermichael Hasty, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they will be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Throwing on 1st down. Freeman. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Freeman. Intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will
I should have changed the route to dig it out.
Tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings him 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you're going to try to defend that 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They're connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one.
Oh, I wanted that pick. Come on, 28.
Away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Freeman. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Right back to him on first down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to
I like this AC2. I haven't used him all season.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Freeman repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Yards on the punt there, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw, he caught defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Wide open receiver complete.
I should have done that.
And he's going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Oh, almost had it.
Hand off to Pollard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of fine line when you set up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. You definitely want to throw it too late, and that way it's not form favorable. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that will be
I got lucky.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Texans send the punter out as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession at their 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew there'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
I should have known that. I was looking at it too. I was definitely looking at that running back.
And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there with a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Freeman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 34. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 93 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? A miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1970.
Oh, wow. They jump at least.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a